The sun rises slowly over the narrow streets of Cebu, painting the sky with soft shades of orange and gold. Roosters
In the
crow in the
quiet night, your
distance.
voice still echoes.
Vendors begin setting up small stalls, and the sound of motorbikes hums through the humid morning air. Life here is simple, sometimes harsh, but full of heart. In a small weathered house near the edge of the city, a teenage boy stands barefoot on a cracked concrete floor. His name is rarely known beyond his neighborhood. To most people, he's just another Cebu teen trying to survive. But inside him lives a voice the world has never heard. As he sweeps the floor, he hums softly, an old Elvis Presley song his late father used to play on a battered radio. His voice is low, rich, and unexpectedly powerful. It echoes gently off the thin walls, stopping his mother in her tracks. She leans against the doorway, listening quietly, afraid that if she speaks, the moment might disappear. Music has always been his escape. When school ends, he doesn't hang out in malls or internet cafes. Instead, he finds quiet corners, empty basketball courts, alleyways, rooftops, anywhere he can sing without being judged. Some neighbors laugh, others stop and listen, a few shake their heads in disbelief. "Elvis?" they whisper, "from this boy?" But the boy doesn't sing to impress anyone. He sings because it's the only time he feels free. At night, after the city grows quiet, he sits beside his old guitar. The strings are rusted. 2 of them have been replaced with mismatched wires. Still, he plays carefully, lovingly. Each chord carries dreams he's too afraid to say out loud. One evening, his younger sister asks softly, "Kuya, do you think people in America would like your voice?" He smiles, but there's pain behind it. "America is too far," he says. "People like me don't go there." But destiny has other plans. Weeks later, a small audition announcement appears online. America's Got Talent. International submissions open. The boy watches videos on a borrowed phone, crowds cheering, judges crying, dreams coming true. His hands tremble as he watches Simon Cowell judge performances with brutal honesty. "This stage," he whispers to himself, "is not for someone like me." Yet his mother sees something different. She's watched her son sing through hunger, through loss, through hardship. One night, she places the phone in front of him and says quietly, "Try." They record the audition video in their living room. No fancy lights, no microphone. Just a single phone propped against a plastic chair. When the boy begins to sing, the room seems to change. His voice fills the space with soul far beyond his years. When they send the video, they don't celebrate. They pray. Days pass, then weeks. Then one morning, an email arrives. He's been selected. The room explodes with disbelief. His sister screams, his mother cries openly. The boy sits frozen, staring at the screen. America, AGT, Simon Cowell. The joy quickly turns into fear. How will they afford this? What if he fails? What if they laugh? The night before his flight, he can't sleep. He steps outside, guitar in hand, and sings quietly under the stars. The same Elvis song. The same dream. But this time, it feels real. The airport is overwhelming. Bright lights, loud announcements, people rushing everywhere. It's his first time on a plane. He grips his small bag tightly. Inside it, only clothes, a photo of his family, and his old guitar pick. As the plane takes off, Cebu grows smaller beneath the clouds. His heart races. He whispers a promise to himself, "I won't forget where I came from." Los Angeles feels like another planet. Tall buildings, cold air, cameras everywhere. Other contestants warm up backstage, some confident, some nervous, some pretending not to be afraid. He sits quietly in a corner, humming under his breath. Then he hears it. "Next contestant, please." His legs feel weak as he walks toward the stage entrance. A production assistant smiles encouragingly, but he barely notices. His heart pounds louder than the music. The doors open. Light floods his eyes. The AGT stage stretches endlessly in front of him. Thousands of faces blur together. The audience murmurs. The judges sit like statues of judgment. He sees Simon Cowell, arms crossed, expression unreadable. Simon doesn't smile. Simon doesn't nod. Simon waits. The boy swallows hard. He introduces himself, his voice barely steady. He mentions Cebu. The audience claps politely. Simon raises an eyebrow. "And what will you be singing today?" Simon asks. The boy hesitates. "An Elvis song." A ripple of surprise passes through the crowd. Simon leans back slightly, skeptical. He's heard thousands of Elvis covers. Most fail, badly. "Okay," Simon says simply. "Let's hear it." The music cue begins. For a split second, fear threatens to silence him. Then he remembers Cebu, his mother listening in the doorway, the cracked floor, the old radio. He closes his eyes and opens his mouth. Scene 1 ends here, right before the first life-changing note. The theater falls into a sudden heavy silence. No coughing, no whispering, no rustle of seats. Thousands of people wait, unsure whether they are about to witness something unforgettable or something painfully ordinary. The young boy from Cebu stands alone at center stage, the spotlight pouring down on him like a test from the heavens. His hands tremble slightly, but his feet stay planted. He takes one slow breath, then another. The band begins softly. A low guitar hum fills the room, familiar, comforting, dangerous. Elvis. Simon Cowell tilts his head, his expression unreadable. He has heard this song more times than he can count. Too many times. Most contestants come in confident and leave humbled. Simon expects the same. Then the boy sings. Not loud, not forced, not desperate, just pure. The very first note leaves his chest and travels through the theater like a shockwave. It is deep, warm, and impossibly controlled for someone his age. The audience stiffens. A woman in the front row gasps. Somewhere in the balcony, someone whispers, "No way." The judges look at each other. Howie Mandel's eyebrows shoot up. Sofia Vergara's mouth falls open. Heidi Klum leans forward, eyes wide. Simon doesn't move, but his arms uncross. The boy continues, each word wrapped in emotion far beyond his years. He doesn't imitate Elvis, he channels him. There is no costume, no dance, no showmanship, just a voice carrying decades of soul, pain, and longing. Backstage, the production crew freezes. A camera operator forgets to adjust focus. A sound engineer stops breathing. This isn't just good, this is dangerous. The second verse begins, and the boy's confidence grows. His shoulders relax, his voice opens wider, richer, filling every corner of the room. The acoustics seem to bend around him, as if the theater itself is listening. The audience starts to feel it. A man wipes his eyes, confused by his own reaction. A teenage girl clutches her chest. They don't know this boy, they don't know his story. Yet somehow his voice speaks directly to their hearts. On the judges' table, Simon leans forward slightly. This is new. Simon Cowell does not lean forward for nostalgia acts. He does not lean forward for karaoke. He leans forward when something real is happening. The boy hits a note that should be impossible. Low, steady, controlled. The crowd reacts.